Hi Gemini, welcome to MoonDaughter Esoterica. This is your weekly reading for the week of December 7th through December 13th, 2015. This is a general reading for everyone born under the sign of Gemini, and if you would like something a little more tailored to your personality, please feel free to check out the video for your rising sign as well. It'll give you a little bit more complete picture on what you can expect during the upcoming week. I do want to apologize for getting this video out so late. I'm sure all of y'all felt it. We went through a major shift this weekend. A lot of information and energy being downloaded into us. And my spirit guides have told me that it was pretty much to the capacity that our energy fields could take. And being an empath, I could also feel the effect that it had not only on myself, but on other people as well. It felt like there was a lot of feelings of sadness and hopelessness, desperation, fear. And this really isn't something to be fearful of. I think it was just the intensity with which we received it really kind of set everybody off balance. And we do have another one coming before the end of the month as well. So we need to be prepared for that. But what I've been guided to do is offer a special reading for those of you who are really struggling with this new shift, with this new paradigm. If you're having issues in your life and it seems like everything's falling apart, that's what I keep hearing from people. It's just everything was fine and then it just fell apart. And I would like to help you with that. My guides have told me to offer an email reading. I also have the ability to do automatic writing, so I think this is why they chose that format, so that they can channel more information to you through the automatic writing as well as the cards. I'm offering this reading for only $5. I do have to pay my bills. This is how I make my living, so I have to make a little bit. But I've been told that I will be provided for and that I can charge this amount and still make my bills, because there's so many of you out there that need help, and I do want to help. I wish I could do it for free, but unfortunately I can't. I have chose to use PayPal as my format for payment to save costs on my Etsy shop. Each time you do a transaction, there is a transaction fee, monthly fee, stuff like that. So I'm not going through Etsy this time, going through PayPal. If you would like one of these readings, I'll leave the email link in the box below, in the description box below. Just send me an email, ask me your question, and if there's a different email address you would like me to send your reading to, include that in your email as well. Once I've received your email, I will send you a link to my PayPal account where you can put your $5 payment in there. I try to get these done within 24 hours of receiving them. If it's going to be longer, if I'm getting overwhelmed with a lot of readings, I will send you an email, let you know when you can expect your reading, because I know there's a lot of people out there that need help right now, and I want to be able to do that as quickly as possible. Moving on to this week's reading, the way I do these readings, I choose a Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card to let you know what kind of vibe or energy you can expect as you go throughout your week. I do a 5 tarot card layout to let you know what events you can expect to happen. And then we also look at an Archangel card to let you know what kind of divine assistance will be available to you and working with you as you go throughout your week. So let's get started. Your Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card this week, Gemini, is the Spider. And the card says creative projects. Now, Spider is interesting medicine because Spider talks about cohesiveness, being the glue that cements things together, so you would be the core of the family. It's also the weaver, the storyteller, the one who keeps traditions alive through storytelling. It can also talk about telling the truth and telling lies as well. You know, be careful of the web you weave, you may get stuck in it. That sort of thing. So I like Spider. Spiders look kind of creepy to me, but I do like their medicine because it is a way of a storyline of continuing on your ancestors through you and into your children, into future generations, and keeping that cohesiveness of the family unit. This can apply to your work teams as well, your friendships, whatever. Spider is the organizer, the one that provides food and shelter and all of that. So it's very interesting medicine, and I'm happy that you got it this week, Gemini. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. Your first card is the Hierophant in reverse. And the Hierophant in reverse talks about rejecting tradition. It could be even as strong as rebelliousness, but trying things in a different way, doing things in a different manner, marching to the beat of your own drum. And so I think, Gemini, that is going, at the beginning of the week at least, you're going to be approaching situations in this manner. Doing things differently than you would normally do, or that other people do. And maybe it's time for that. Your next card is Five of Wands in reverse. So there may be a little bit of bickering, petty competition, may even be all-out brawling, really, although that's usually Five of Swords. With this card, it can be quite an intense situation, competition between people around you. This does not involve you. And in fact, this card is saying don't engage in this. Don't take your focus off your mission this week or what you're trying to do this week and get involved in petty spats or arguments or competitions that really don't serve any purpose, that don't serve to better anyone, enhance anyone's skill, especially yours. Don't engage in that. Don't waste your time in that this week, Gemini. Your next card for the week is Page of Cups in the reverse position. So a lot of this may be just rumors flying around, people talking about you, things that may hurt your feelings a little bit, or that could potentially hurt another person. And so you're being called on to be the cohesive one, the one that holds the group together, doesn't get involved in gossip, or even some people putting out their negative opinions of you. Don't lower yourself into that. Keep the project going, keep the group focused, keep moving forward, do things in a different manner. You can separate yourself from this really easily. Gemini, you've got that dual mind, so you may understand where it's coming from, but that doesn't mean that you need to necessarily engage in that. The next card that you have is the Tower in the upright position. And the Tower talks about crumbling, disintegration, splitting apart, and this comes out of the blue. And people may be the situation where people are gossiping or talking about people behind their back or bickering for no good reason. Maybe the energy feeling of them feeling the Tower coming down. Something along the way, something in this project or what you've been working on isn't up to standards, isn't up to where it needs to be as far as quality. There's cracks in the foundation, there's cracks in the structure. And so the Tower comes along to tear down what is shoddy, what is not good, what needs to be improved. Tears that down so that you can rebuild again. And I think a lot of this energy, this is coming anyway. This restart, this reboot is coming for you anyway. And I think a lot of people maybe already tapped into the energy, especially in light of what we had happen this weekend, where a lot of us are feeling that, everything's falling apart. Everything was good, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So this energy may carry into the people around you. And it is your job to rebuild, to reconstruct, to have the plans ready, to take out the area of the web that is broken and that is not functioning and that is not working, and build again. And Tower is calling upon you to do this week. And your final card this week is Six of Pentacles in the upright position. And this is a card of charity, of helping out your fellow man. This could be you in the position to help others, and this is because it's Pentacles. It usually is physical or material goods, but it could also be a shoulder, a hand up, stuff like that. Or you could be in the position where you're needing to ask for help from someone in a better position than you. Either way, be generous. This week, at the end of this week, because the people around you, even these people who kind of suck down into their ego, really do need your help this week, and you need to work together and rebuild this team, rebuild the web for everyone's benefit: food, clothing, shelter, emotional satisfaction, and spiritual growth. Let's take a look at your Archangel card for this week, Gemini. And it is Clairaudience with Archangel Zadkiel. It says, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. And with this situation, I'm going to say some of it may not be so loving. So that's why you're being given the heads up here. Don't engage in that. It's people's response to this action, this activity that's going on, the disintegration of the structure that they're used to. And so don't engage in that. Call on Archangel Zadkiel if you overhear things that aren't pleasant and that you don't want to hear, to guide you through it. Because there's also, as you go along the way, there could be things that you overhear that are good. It could be answers to this problem, solutions to this problem in words of songs, or you may actually be hearing, a lot of us have had arc layers stepped up in this recent event, and you may actually be hearing your spirit guides, your angels. So before you engage, before you get to the situation where you're having to deal with the aftermath of the situation disintegrating, spend some time in meditation, walk with Archangel Zadkiel, and that you may actually be able to have direct connection with your spirit guides, with loved ones on the other side. Okay, Gemini, that's all the information that I'm getting from your cards this week. I hope you have a fantastic week. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. I absolutely do appreciate it. Have a fantastic week. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.